Let Jackie Love and Bao Lane punish down there because it's so hard. Remove Sion, maybe to even add more volatility topside. Carries everywhere, of course. The Swain Tribunk for Bwipo makes a lot of sense. There's a third top lane carry removed.
Yeah, I mean, I think you take away that Sion because the Shy would love to play a skill matchup here. He would love to play something that is less punishable. We'll see if he is going to be able to find that for himself.
First pick, Alistar, is so exciting for an LPL lineup.
Ooh.
Actually.
Wow. Fnatic throwing the gauntlet down for laning phase. Aatrox and Urgot, they're not getting any counter picks. They are blinding top and mid.
I think this is actually pretty clever, though, because what they're trying to do is, take away that good matchup in the top lane for the Shy. They're saying, great, you wanted to play either side of the Urgot-Aatrox matchup? Well, now you get neither. So now it becomes, are you willing to play a much more risky matchup? And you don't even know which one's going where. So if you were to say, oh, well, play Fiora into the Aatrox and slam it, well, then all of a sudden it's the Urgot that's going to go top lane. And I think this is pretty clever. It does make them very heavily physical damage, though, because Reckless doesn't really play AP bots.
And that's what I was going to say. It also impacts their team fight because all of a sudden there's no real easy clear go button unless it's on Brox or Hylissang. I think that they have performed better when the top lane is playing a little bit more of that tank style, which is why I like the Sion ban. And it just makes you medium range, which is not really a bad thing, but we've seen how well IG disengage and re-engage team fights. It can be a risk.
So do you take Talia right away? And the next is going to be no, as he looked for the Braum here in the bottom lane to add some more safety down there. I agree with your point about being physical heavy, though. I think magic damage is needed in the comp somewhere, and famously not a Reckless thing.
Yeah, I mean, with Kai'Sa taken off the board, that is kind of, you could go Kog'Maw for mixed damage. We have seen AP Varus in the past, but that's certainly not that popular anymore. You can still go like Rage Blade auto attack Varus and have some mixed damage, but we'll see if IG even picks a tank, because if they don't, it becomes so much less important.
That's what I was going to say. There's a small gamble that, Ning plays Xin Zhao or something along those lines. The Shy plays a Gangplank top lane, and then it's just, doesn't matter. They just run at each other over and over again and may the better team fight team win.
Might be the case here. Bans coming through so far. LeBlanc, one of the champions that Fnatic may be a little bit afraid of, thinking that Ryze may go into the top lane here. And Sivir, as was mentioned, of course, no allowance for Reckless.
And I think Reckless might then go down to something like a Tristana, which he has always really preferred historically. Interested to see if IG does want to target his champion pool again. Reckless often does not like playing the Xayah as much, but it is going to be banned away anyway.
All right, Tristana going to be the lock-in right away. No hesitation there for Fnatic's side, and they're going to wait for their jungle pick last. I don't expect the Aatrox or the Urgot to go there. I think the success in that role is a bit limited, but what a bamboozle it would be if that was actually the flex.
So it is Tristana. This is certainly, I think, a fairly weak laning phase, but I still think that Reckless and his style of play can work very well with it. He loves to build attack speed. He loves to push. That is the Tristana style. It'll come down to if IG can hold the wave, and we are going to get a Fiora. Oh my God, the Shy Fiora is really incredible to watch. But what I said earlier really does come into play, because great, this is a counter pick into that Aatrox, but you can swap the lanes. You can put the Urgot into Fiora, which I think is a lot harder of a matchup for Fiora.
But you can start chasing them around the map, because I'm sure Rookie would be happy to go top side of the map as well, and that is a very aggressive composition put together by Invictus.
This is going to be so ridiculously hype. Both these teams pulling out all the stops for this game. IG looking to make the 6-0 run to get first in the group, and Fnatic wanting to prove their worth against this IG team, trying to force that tiebreaker and claim a first place seed.
And forward motion, aggressive comp here for Fnatic. There are no farming tanks on Invictus, so mono damage type, not a huge problem here for Fnatic. We'll see where the matchups go overall, but this is going to be an exciting one. A battle for first place in the group. If Invictus win, of course, they're 6-0, and it's theirs by rights. If Fnatic win, we get a tiebreaker right after this one, and essentially a game 3 will decide who is taking the top spot. First seed definitely much more important here. The quality of teams that are in that second seed at the quarterfinals, certainly a bit easier for the winner here. This is going to be exciting, though. Aggression all around. The Fiora top lane. This is going to be fun.
Now, I do want to talk about how these teams could stack up against each other, because when you have Ryze Fiora, you can play 1-3-1. Urgot Aatrox, they can do the exact same thing. If this becomes a meatball comp, however, I do worry about Fnatic's ability to get in. You're going up against Alistar, a champion that you always talk about for its engaged potential, but has got very strong disengaged potential. At the same time, you are running a composition with a Kai'Sa that will shred the front line in an extremely credible rate. This could be a difficult game for Fnatic to really be able to pick their mark and get that one team fight.
It is very true, but at the same time, Fiora is not that good of a team fighter. It's very risky to team fight on this champion. If you use the riposte at the wrong time, you will get shredded. You are not building those tank stats. So I do think we're going to see IG commit pretty heavily to the Fiora split push, and that can be dangerous for Fnatic as well, because in that late game, if he can get a matchup against the Aatrox, you can decimate that champion, and Fnatic are making the swap. We'll see if IG try to match lanes, or if they're going to be happy to play the Fiora into the Urgot, because Caps has taken the Aatrox, and I think this is a very smart move and something we talked about in draft.
Well, we are on to Summoner's Rift. You heard those teleports coming in. A battle for first in the group on the line. Chinese fans clearly in attendance here, rooting for IG.
Europe has shown up as well.
All right, and as we get ourselves into the game, this is certainly going to be exciting. We saw the Urgot get swapped onto Bwipo at the very end of Champion Select there. Of course, as you were mentioning, Azael, Urgot versus Fiora, the intended matchup for Fnatic.
And I think the big thing here for me is that one team, if their side laners fall behind, has a very good disengage. You have a look at Xin Zhao, Tristana, as well as Braum. They're going to excel at going backwards. So, you know, if Bwipo and Caps get ahead in the side lanes, they can push in. Their core is hard to engage on. On the flip side, however, if IG's side laners get ahead, it's going to be hard for Broxah and Hylissang to generate engages. So I think that this early game, it is so important to play towards Bwipo's lane. I think that they need to be able to generate a gold lead. Fiora from behind is one of the worst champions in the game. That's from ahead, she's insufferable.
Both those things are true, and certainly a matchup to watch for. A volatile top lane is going to be exciting. She is going to play to that lane directly, and will be up against Bwipo as a hard leash comes in for Broxah to have an early gank potential with that red buff.
You do have to expect, though, that for this Fiora against the Urgot, it is going to be very tough early on. Urgot very likely going to have the push for a lot of it, is going to be able to harass Fiora, under the turret as she's trying to farm up. And, certainly I think it takes a while for the Fiora to be able to come online unless there is jungle intervention.
Big full rise. That's going to be a stun on a Battleland, though. Decent trading there for Reckless's barrier, or I should say Guardian, blocked pretty much all the damage. Fnatic will have the first push in this lane, so skill matchup though it may be, Fnatic having a good start with it. Brox has gotten himself down to the bottom side quickly. Actually, that was red buff into Scuttle to make sure that Lee Sin maybe couldn't turn that one around, as you can see even a Trinket Ward watching the other way through the lane.
And I also really like that, just to be able to protect Reckless on the bottom side. He wants to push on the Tristana. It's going to be about shoving in, so get that Scuttle, a little bit more vision and safety for that Fnatic bottom lane.
Ooh, and this could be exciting as Rookie's coming back into lane. Ning not spotted on the Trinket, I do believe, but Xin Zhao camping in this brush. Hoping Rookie comes down, but he's not biting, and yeah, spotted by the Trinket Ward. Rookie playing to the correct side of the lane.
And that's a really nice ward, because it's far enough down the ramp that it sees you enter and exit the brush no matter how close to the wall hug you are, but also isn't easy to take out from the pixel brush. So I like the reward position there. Also allows for the map to just be split now.
It's really intelligent because Fnatic started the game by sweeping a ward in that location at level 1, and IG revisits, puts the ward back down. Fnatic, of course, trying to gank there, thwarted by very smart warding by IG, but very, very, very smart and unsung in that one.
And while there is the push for now for the Fiora, it's very much because we saw Bwipo leashing. He was over at the red, so Shy was able to actually prep that wave and getting going in his direction.
Not only that, generally as a jungler, you do have your first path scouted out as you go into a game, and he would have, so Broxah would have said, you know what, I want to gank mid lane, I want to look for my opportunity to get Caps ahead. Bwipo, therefore, just doesn't push his way. Just throws abilities at the Fiora, tries to harass out, doesn't really throw it at the Fiora if they're standing within the creep wave. So I actually think Bwipo's done the smart thing here by allowing himself shoved in. There is little to no dive potential here as he is so healthy.
Waiting to see as Broxah getting a little bit of counter jungling himself, as Ning had tried to walk into that side of the jungle, didn't find much. Now fighting for these chickens, the Q is going to land, and very little was actually stolen away. Broxah mostly lost time down there.
Yeah, but he will have a couple camps to kind of retreat to on the top side, and there's no camps up right now for Ning, so he can either try to look for some ganks or just simply reset on the map, and it looks like he is trying to get in position to come over the wall with Rookie.
You can see Rookie's pretty much in safeguard range, but not going to happen there. Now he shows, and not going to be much of a problem. Leeches a very little bit of XP there, and Ooh, bit of miscoordination. They double the trinket wards up.
And this is something that IG do tend to do. Not to double the trinket up, but guarantee Rookie doesn't have to back on a freeze. Because you can see right now, there's a big minion wave. It's held just off turret. If you had to go back, you know, that could be another wave lost. So I like that, actually.
Yeah, nice damage on the side, but a good shield comes up for Hylissang, and they're going to trade stuns, you have to believe. Rookie, actually not in this fight. It was Baolan taking some damage there. I got my names wrong for no good reason. Either way, though, bot lane equal in CS.
And you can see Caps, again, he actually pulled the wave before he recalled there. So again, trying to set up that freeze, trying to deny some of the farm from Rookie, and may force Rookie to TP back, which he does, to make sure that wave can crash. Remember, Caps is sitting on Ignite and is down on the farm, so credit to Rookie for a strong early laning phase, and last time these two mid laners did meet, he certainly got the best of Caps as well.
All right, pretty big farm lead, plus 18. This early Aatrox pick so far not doing well. No Magic Mantle and Boots, the first items. Caps trying to sort of suffer through this one. The goal is to try to make a bad matchup for the Shy, but that one's not paying forward yet. He's equal in farm, and Caps is suffering through it. And
even further to that point, Whippo has also gone with a Bramble Vet for his first item, so it's not like he's looking to dominate this laning phase. It will keep him very safe. He's probably never going to die.
Well, it means the Shy can't trade ever because he'll take more damage than he deals, so I do think it makes a lot of sense for the matchup to ensure you can never lose the lane.
Yeah, and I would say you can also sometimes force trades more aggressively with this item because there is less healing, and with that ultimate, perhaps, you know, be able to actually make something happen in the 1v1, but we'll see, you know, how Whippo was able to do up there.
Because my worry is that now the Shy just makes him play against the wave.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, without any additional AD, can you push hard enough? Once again engaged down here.
And the body slam slash.
Broxa.
No, yeah, it's headbutt pulverized now into the push forward as Broxa's going to try to walk down. They're going to find a slow, but no more stuns available just yet until the Q's back up from cooldown. Will it be enough for Baolan? He does not have summoners anymore. The stun into the knockup, and first blood comes through for Broxa. No reinforcements in range just yet. Jackie Love gets nothing for it.
You can see Rookie tried to head down there, had the ultimate available, but could not get in range. Great play from Fnatic to punish the overaggression.
Yeah, really nicely done there from Broxa to be able to get down there. Reckless and Hylissang able to set it up, and we'll see now if the Shy is able to get any sort of advantage up on the top side. But here it is one more time. Baolan had been using his headbutt pulverize very aggressively in this lane for trading, and I think this is just a play towards that.
Yeah, well, they knew that Broxa was there because he just hit the plant over the Scuttle Crab. So it wasn't like that was a play without information. It was pinged immediately. Also, the fact that his jungler right now in Ning is on Gromp camp, that is just a very bad play from Baolan to look for harass at that stage.
Didn't have much river vision either, other than that Scuttle. And obviously, as you mentioned, got spotted out. That went poorly. So Fnatic tied in gold as this game moves forward. The mid lane farm difference still massive. Answered, though, by the fact that first blood in the jungle is nice.
And hey, now, if you're able to generate a lead onto your Tristana, if you can get your jungle accelerated, a lot of the problems we've been discussing for Fnatic, you know, the loss of CS in the mid lane, as well as maybe a slightly more defensive perspective on the Urgot matchup, is a very good thing. Tristana, one of the best champions at sieging turrets. You're going up against, you know, a melee core on the side of IG. This game could open up very quickly.
Yeah, it really could. I mean, if you get Reckless ahead, you can group and perhaps push, force the Fiora to come to you before she is really ready for that stage of the game, and we'll see if Fnatic is going to be able to do it, because certainly IG does have the farm advantages in a number of these lanes, and that is why that kill for Broxa is so important to really get this team back to even keel.
And Broxa is a great catalyst. He is very aggressive with leads. He continually looks for his own plays and looks for team plays. So I think that, you know, if there is a member, apart from Caps arguably, that you want to have a gold lead, it is going to be Broxa, and he also impacted one of the most volatile lanes in that bottom lane at this stage. You know, Kai'Sa, once again, very short range, will want to look for those scrappy fights, can be taken advantage of.
Now looking still at this game as Caps is going to start taking some of this jungle away. This is one of the good things about mid laners with CC, is you get to take scuttles, give your top side some vision, and pad your stats by another 114 gold. Whippo still shoving in, and yeah, is putting the Shy under turret for now, but you're right, the farm is only staying equal. The Shy can push, he's got a Tiamat. So far this lane is going just 1 for 1.
And in a similar way as Camille, as once again,
the same trade over and over. Goes in the headbutt pulverize, then goes in for the ulti. Now as Reckless rocket him backwards, that means the chase and the barrel are going to be difficult as the Ulsa stay alive, and they will just trade blows yet again.
Yeah, I mean, they force out the ult from Baolan at least, and Pretty heavy trading here up on the
Shy
top
ult.
side.
He's going for the big play, gets pushed around, but one more shot will get all the healing coming across, and then it's not going to matter too much, but Whippo is still running out of HP. The Shy actually chunking right through that Bramble Vet.
All the true damage from that ultimate coming out, and the Shy getting him very low. No jungler on top side of the map, so dive is unlikely.
The root is on. Do they want to even go for caps, though? He has ult. Q's not going to hit. As Hillsong roams in towards mids, and now the jungle is both known.
Yeah, and that's actually a really nice play from Ning to just show some patience, because they were pinging the fact that Hilly was heading up the river. So, you know, Fnatic shut down the play, clear out some good vision. Now potentially, however, they can look for something as they are returning bottom lane.
And there was a big trade top lane very recently. Ignite from Spellbook and the ult from Whippo was just used a second ago, and the Shy got dropped down to 200, so there was at least a trade of action, and that went a bit more towards equal as they both regen back up. So it will still be this 10 CS lead so far for the Fiora. But the health bars both low now.
And what I was going to mention is Fiora is a similar champion to Camille, as in she's one of those time bomb split pushers. However, Camille takes structures very quickly. Fiora just kills you over and over again at a certain point in the game, just because of that true damage and the ability for her E to continue to scale up and give her those free crits. Certainly an oppressive champion if this game goes to, you know, 3-4 items.
Yeah. I even generally think, you know, once you have the armor pen, once you have a CDR, and then you add lifesteal on top of that,
okay,
it's so good.
2v2, but look at the damage output already. This could be the shutdown. No, interrupted! And Cap stops him mid-Q. The fight will maybe continue as Rookie's got to back up, but Baolan is here. Cap's ult, but the health bar is low. He'll be reviving at about 120 health. Now, will the re-engage go well? Can Broxa turn it? Can the damage happen? Down to 250. Not quite in range. There's the Ignite flashing in. Cat for the solo kill. Can't quite make it happen, but Ignite will trade a 1-for-1. I should say 2-for-1 in the mid lane.
And Rookie canceled his auto there, allowing Caps to perhaps get that last auto kill, but Shy is down here for Broxa.
He's going to get 1, 2, 3. The fourth is going to be for sure as Shy gets a kill in mid.
Now Whippo wants in on the action.
Not going to be much. He has Ghost, but no ult. The Shy can do some damage. I don't expect kills here without over-aggression. Either way, long form mid lane went 2-for-2. Quite the fight.
Yeah, nice outplays there from Caps and Broxa to win the initial play here. As it looked like IG's trying to set up the play, but Broxa goes in. Caps doing a great job with the knockup, shutting down Ning before he could come in for the execute on Broxa.
Yeah, and there was full vision of that play from the IG lineup, but because there wasn't vision in the brush, Brox's aggression, I think, caught them by surprise. That is a heads-up play from the Fnatic jungler. And this is potentially what Nerves looks like, ladies and gentlemen. You can see trying to cut out, cancelled auto.
Yeah.
Probably cost Rookie the kill, and then obviously Caps trading back in a 1v2. That is fantastic play from the Fnatic mid laner.
They're going for more, though. The first knock is going to land. Now they've got Braum here. On top of this one, Lee Sin's nearby, but look at the crowd control. Can they shut down Rookie? The Q gets tanked, and this dive not quite going to happen. Ning going to be able to walk away alongside Rookie, almost in the mid lane.
Really important counter gank there for Ning to not allow Rookie to just go down twice in a row to keep some presence in this lane, because Caps picked up 2 kills there. So despite the CS disadvantage, he had been losing the 1v1. He is now going to be almost dead even in gold. So Fnatic making up for some of those lane deficits with these fights.
And one of the best things about Reckless is the fact that he rushes boots too. He's on Tristana. He's very safe. You can leave this lane as much as you want. You can see they still have so much pressure on the turret. Fnatic about to do what we said, open up this map and look to accelerate the game.
3 members coming down bottom side for IG, though. Turret is very low, but
yeah, that was proper respect. That was proper respect for Fnatic not to give away those kills there. But I got to say, this is still a 300 gold lead for Fnatic against the best early game team in the LPL. This is, I think, above and beyond what many expectations were.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing a really good game here, certainly much closer than the last time around, and Fnatic showing they can go blow for blow with IG here. You do always have to worry a little bit about this ticking time bomb on the Fiora, though, because while IG is certainly known for their early game and their laning, they have picked a lot of late game as well. You have the Ryze, the Kai'Sa, and Fiora, this monstrous split pusher. So Fnatic, I want to see them continue to be proactive, continue to find these fights where they have been succeeding.
Look how frustrating the Shy is in lane, just continually trying to poke out onto Brippo, who now goes forward.
Finds a bit of a trade for himself as well. And of course, the Shy not going to trade into W whenever Purge is active, but can come in for pokes afterwards maybe. Letting the push happen for now, though, as the minion wave is this time in Whippo's favor. Shy will lifesteal and sort of stay alive with the Ninja Tabby, and that's going to continue to be equal. But now, we look at the bottom river. This Mountain Drake is alive, and it's going to be IG once again pushing forward, taking away a lot of vision as they drop down a few wards. And Try to make darkness now in this southern river for Fnatic.
And they just want to limit the opportunities for that bottom lane to come under siege any further. You can see the Tristana once again solo laning. Whippo coming down.
The CC, they're going to find the W on a rookie. They're going to pull him back. The ult's going to land. They might have the damage, but no, the Lee Sin kicks back Caps. And there will not be any kills. Ult's traded on a couple of sides here. That's even Roam Warp down as Fnatic comes up.
And that was actually a TP cancel from the Shy, so they do get that out also, but he is up on this top lane turret, getting some damage down. And we'll see if he can get enough to really make that work, because so far, seems like a great play, again, from Fnatic, putting pressure on that mid laner, and Broxa, there to respond. Whippo there to help out Caps. They're all trying to collapse around their mid laner and get Caps going.
The Caps is sadly bleeding out of his lane. Now the flash forward, the Q's going to land, the knock up there. Rookie has no escape buttons. They've got the crowd control and a 2v1 kill in mid.
And one more time, they punish the over-aggression of Rookie. Credit to Hylissang, willing to leave this lane and get in Rookie's face. Caps now rolling.
I mean, you can tell Rookie wants the 1v1. He says, I'm beating this guy. I can take this guy. But he needs to respect the fact that Fnatic are playing as a team, that they're constantly sending extra members there to support Caps. It's not about the 1v1. It's about the movements on the map, and Reckless looking like he's about to pick up first turret.
Exactly. Across the map, good things for Fnatic. Already a 1,000 gold lead for the EU LCS champions. They will get solo gold onto Reckless, add 800 more gold to their pockets for now denying farm. A little bit of gold goes over to Jackie Love, but still the income is going up. 600 on Reckless himself here. Fnatic on a sizable early game lead 15 minutes in.
And nothing's changed about Tristana. Let's take another look at the play in the mid lane. Once again, Rookie feels like he's winning out on this 1v1. He's trading, he's picking up CS, but a great little engage.
And where's the vision? He can't see anything, but yet he's running forward. There is no wards around the mid lane here for IG. And Rookie needs to play with respect to the other members on the team. Yes, you're winning the 1v1, but you are not in a position where you can take on 2-3 members that Fnatic is constantly sending to this mid lane, as you see Whippo once again here, Hylissang once again here, looking to hold down Rookie.
That's fine. The next big play in this map, though. No Drake's picked just yet, but still the 1,700 gold lead puts Fnatic in the lead despite a very rough landing matchup for Caps. It's still been okay for the rest of the map. Here's Whippo being pushed around by the Shy. The blast cone popped on the right side of it, and Whippo does not have easy ways out. Has Summoner heal, pops that one, has a jungler now on top of this one, and it's up for the rest of the trade as Ning does join in, but it's a 3v2 as Caps is reinforced, but watch out as a jungler being reinforced now on the top side. Look at this by Reckless, just getting the kill on a Jackie Love who defended a 1v2 fruitlessly. IG will trade for a Drake for the top lane pressure.
And it is just a smarter map play right now from Fnatic. They are punishing the LPL squad of Invictus Gaming. Every time they get a numbers mismatch, they take full advantage of it.
The team play has just been so much better from Fnatic. IG have been having strong individual laning performances, but Fnatic has been moving as a squad, finding the better fights, finding the odd man matchups, and punishing IG wherever they don't have that support.
Caps blind picks his mid and is 3-1 in the matchup. The bot lane got first turret, second turret as well. They're actually winning on the other extremes of the lane. Whippo came in, but he is not the star of this show. He's simply trading farm with the Shy. And the rest of this map for Fnatic are getting farther and farther ahead. They picked up Rift Herald as well to supplement their 3,000 gold lead.
And most of that gold right now is sitting on Reckless. You know, whilst we've been talking about the action in the mid lane, it is really plays like this, the isolation of Jackie Love. Once again, this is without great vision coming in for the Invictus bottom laner. Goes towards the turret and gets picked off.
Yeah, he walks a more dangerous route. There's no wards whatsoever from IG on the top side of the map, and Hylissang and Reckless easily make that dive happen. They knock down another turret as well, and whether or not the Shy is doing well in a side lane doesn't really matter right now when Fnatic are pressuring IG so heavily, are keeping the tempo of this game very, very fast. So IG need to find a way to staunch the bleeding, to slow down this game a little bit, and allow the Shy to work in the side lane.
Now, Invictus Gaming, they have been called an early game team a lot. They have to win the early game. Statistically, though, they were the third best team in the LPL at winning with a gold deficit. The win rate is still not positive. You're behind. This is expected, but they've actually been pretty decent at making comebacks happen. We'll see, though, as they now go in the top side. Caps in a 1v2. The revives being forced, and there's reinforcements on all sides. And this is going to be now Caps once again jumps on the shutdown. Crucially, goes to Jackie Love. Traded already, though his thing is down. Whippo is quite low, gets the shield, but Shy does come in for that one. And now Hylissang over the wall. The Realm Warp, though, on the wrong side of the jungle will not find anymore, but a 2-for-1 in favor of Invictus starts the comeback. But watch out, as they're going to go for a little bit more. The Shy in the 1v2. Pop Steel has to run backwards. Battleland flashing. and finds nothing for it. That was over-aggression.
That was frustration, Freak. You can see they just want to find someone and hit him as hard as they possibly can. But once again, Reckless jumps on top of JackeyLove.
He's 2 levels up. He can take him.
Lots of damage coming out. Tristana finds the solo kill.
Beautiful job there by Reckless. JackeyLove just walks into Reckless' face, bold as you like, but that man is 2 levels up, has 2 completed items, and you stand no chance in the 1v1.
Also has summoner spells and just pressure everywhere. Once again, a silly fight for the AD carry of Invictus Gaming to look for. Extends that gold lead to 3,000. This starts initially as a good play. You can see it already. Urgot down bottom lane. They get the jump on Caps, and they're willing to make the play.
Yeah, they're willing to fully commit to this kick flash back into Rookie. They pop the resurrection very early on, and JackeyLove and Baolan are here faster. That is the key thing to note. So when the Shy comes in, you can see Broxton knocked out. They commit onto Bwipo, are taking him down, and this is a good, strong play here from IG, but then kind of over-committing, going over the wall, and then JackeyLove just walking in, doesn't see Reckless coming out of the brush there, and Reckless just jumps straight in on him and takes him down.
Yeah, I love the confidence play there out of Reckless. This is a player that we want to
So
see
does
step
Bwipo.
up.
Yeah.
And now is 30 CS in his advantage, has taken down 3 turrets on the map and has himself a 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, this is a very rich Tristana, already well above 2 items, has a lot to show for himself here. Fnatic have relied on him time and again, and he is showing up now at Worlds, and the setup for the tiebreaker match. If Fnatic win, they will battle IG yet again just after this game for that first seed out of Group D, and they're looking like it. They're looking like they can make that rematch and that showdown happen.
They certainly are. I mean, you've already knocked down all of the outer turrets. It is 3-0 in that regard, and when you're behind like this, not only is it hard for the Shy to get any advantages in the 1v1, he doesn't even have the vision to really attempt it most of the time. You can see there's no deep wards at all across the map for IG, so the Shy really is not going to have the confidence to actually get out on the map, and this is going to mean he's only pushing the wave and backing off, pushing the wave and backing off, and that's kind of buying time for Fnatic to set up their siege, which is what they're doing now.
Well, Herald is summoned. Of course, mid lane has no outer turret, so getting it all the way might be a little bit more difficult, but it depends on IG's defense. They've got their duo lane here. And we'll see what their next defense is going to be as both the Ryze and Lee Sin are coming around. Fnatic joining forces, though, as 4 of them run through. Got a bit late to the party, but will show up also. Charge comes in, and JackeyLove chunked a little bit. Herald falls, though. The push in. Baolan at half HP. But that's all the Herald gets. End of the day, just some turret damage.
However, that is very good chip damage. That means one more mistake. They push through mid lane. They have threat on the main base, and we are only 21 minutes in. Do want to go back to the fact that, you know, Rookie at the moment would be fine probably in the 1v1. The Shy is fine in the 1v1, so I like Fnatic's decision to just group up and continue to push as a group.
Yeah, they're just going to straight up take the turret. Fiora is heading down to the bottom lane, so stay as 5. You know that they cannot contest you in this 4v5. IG is making the conscious decision to give up the turret to try to get more in the side lane, but it's just going to be a bit of farm, a little bit of denial from Bwipo, and the advantage for Fiora matters very little if he cannot make good on it before Reckless just knocks down the base.
Yeah, I mean, Reckless is going to do a really good job of sieging and continuing the Fnatic win condition, whereas the Shy, who is sitting on a 1,300 gold lead, kind of has to split push. He's not going to out-team fight this Tristana, so look at this gold difference, the 4,000 advantage. Subtract another 1,000 for the 4v4, and it's actually 5,000 gold that Fnatic are ahead when they siege like this.
And I also think the fact that Broxer has just been majority of the time, apart from the one play top, first to the play on the side of Fnatic. He seems to be beating Ning around the map. When you mentioned, you know, the fact that Alistar is such a potent champion, while they weren't able to use it in the early game, and now Ning and Baolan have the tough job of being, you know, the frontline, the initiation tool, as more like bruisers than pure outright tanks. Ning even going for a Black Cleaver, going to be so squishy in these fights.
It really is, but they maybe feel, hey, we need the pure damage to just try to knock someone down, but the Shy getting caught out.
Yeah, pure damage onto the Shy, not immune much of anything's just tossed around. Health bar's getting lower, but they don't have the rest of the damage.
Ultimate.
That was beautiful, no fear here, and the rest of the team has already teleported in. So 5 versus what could be 5, as Caps may come down, but Reckless is pushing in mid right now. The Drake aggroed, comes right back out. IG able to defend themselves, but using a lot of summoner spells to get out.
I really am loving the decision-making from Reckless right now. Every time there's a non-committal to a fight, he stays and catches the wave. He's now building himself a CS lead. this time they're able to also look towards a dragon.
Ooh, Ning almost gets in, but not going to happen. Has to ward hop right back out, but I appreciate the attempt. That was pretty safe.
Yeah, gonna go for the attempt, but Fnatic do claim themselves that Infernal. Gonna feel really good about it, and it's getting about to that time where they can start to look towards the Baron, where they can start to secure vision in that area. At 24 minutes with Rekkles closing in on his IE, they are gonna be able to kill that Baron quite quickly.
However, their tank and turn isn't the best, I would still say. We mentioned the fact that they don't have the greatest engage if they're forced to just turn and go for it in open spaces. This is a composition that will run you down. Resets are plenty for Rekkles, will help out in the team fights, but they do need to be careful that this isn't, you know, the 5v5 collapse around the major objective.
Well, Rekkles is on Infinity Edge now. He is a full item ahead of Jack 11. I don't think Kai'Sa catches up to Tristana unless you're at both 6 items.
They're gonna start the
IG
Baron.
backs against the wall with the Mountain Drake. They're rushing Baron on the 2-item spike, and it's going down pretty quickly. Now, most of Fnatic can join. Whippo has to burn a Summoner Spell to TP, and we'll see what happens in the 4v4. It's still a health, gold, and numbers, or I would say power advantage for Fnatic. They push back IG easily and get the rest back ward control, and that sneak does not go well.
In the 4v4, Fnatic is massively stronger, but in the side lane, the Shy has his Triforce plus the Ravenous Hydra now, so this is an incredibly strong point of the game for the Fiora. If he can make something happen, he can just start to force down these turrets, as you see him doing.
And that is the benefit that IG gets by kind of baiting back and forth. At the end of the day, no one lost anything except Fnatic. Going over the wall, looking for the engage, trying to find Balan. They won't find that, but wasting time does help the Shy split push.
And this is where something, you know, like Ornn Sion just comes up king. You just run at them, you start the fight. Instead, they have to go for the Baron.
IG have no vision in the area, and the Baron's going down so incredibly fast.
That's not going to hold the front line. It's already going to be dropping pretty fast. The turret's gone to the bot side. They're not TPing back in. He's finally going to join the squad, so it will be a 5v5. But how soon will it happen? They're not staying on Baron. It's a team fight instead. The suppression is in. Fear Beyond Death finds Balan. They got a second kill already. IG are going to be wiped off of the map. A double kill for Caps. IG are scattered, and it's back to Baron, but Ning is alive.
Fnatic straight onto the Baron. They've already killed 3. It's up to Ning now to try to make the hero play. We'll see if Fnatic even give him the chance, so he has no vision in the pit.
He lands a Q. They know that's not on cooldown anymore, not available, has a trinket. When can he get in? Realm Ward might be the opportunity. They got to keep waiting out all these duels. Rekkles over the wall. He's going to shut down Ning, and that is a Baron after 4 kills for Fnatic.
And what a performance from Fnatic. Great decision making. They leave the Baron, they get the execute, and secure the objective afterwards. Flawless team fighting.
Really has been here for Fnatic, and the Shy TPing in. IG need to contest this, but they're not able to really find a good entrance. Jackie Love is split from the side and takes a needless amount of damage right off the bat. The fear from Urgot Ultimate locking him up.
And I think the willingness of Rekkles to burn the hop at the start to make sure that he was behind his front line, to completely swap the angle of the fight, was what really secured it there. And they fought a very tight front to back with their bruisers. Medium range comp, we said, but were able to run forward as a group and take them down.
And despite the fact that the Shy is so dominant in the side lane right now, you saw he couldn't do anything in that team fight. He Q's forward, parries, and then he dies instantly. It's so hard for Fiora to team fight into a composition like this. So IG really were pulled out of their element, away from their strengths when Fnatic forced this fight, and it was a great setup from Fnatic. And now with the Baron buff, with the Tristana on 3.5 items, they are looking to break the base and end the game.
Time may be running out for the LPL runners-up here as IG are stuck inside their base. Baron buff still on for 2 minutes, and Fnatic start the siege in earnest. Bot lane under attack, so there's decent enough wave clear and decent enough threat that there's no tower dive just yet. Only a little bit of damage dealt. Now for round 2, this time with a cannon minion, might be a little bit easier. Fnatic really bullying forward. Whippo pushing the team back, and the turret is gone. IG must forfeit this, but Balan could be the target. He's going to be gone already. That's a 1 for 0. How much more will they find? Jackula forced to flash away. Cat finding a knockup. Inhibitor down. Fnatic. They can easily walk away with their kill and their inhibitor.
They're just looking for the game here. They're going to keep going forward.
And they're going to try hard. Ning gets CC'd. They find the backline. A rampage for Rekkles, and they can get it all right now into the backline. There's nothing for the Shy. 2 deaths in there, and that's going to be the Dex's turrets falling. That's going to be Fnatic only giving up 4 kills and a 28.5-minute win over Invictus.
And that was a clean closeout. Cannot stress how well Fnatic has played that game. 5-0-5 for Reckless, 0-0-11 for Hylissang. The bottom lane showing up.
They really did today, and Fnatic, it was about the teamwork, about the team play. Caps falling behind in the 1v1, but Fnatic always making the roam, collapsing on the mid lane, having faith in their mid lane.